The first thing that you should not miss while you're here visiting the beautiful Emerald Coast is the village of Baytown Wharf. It is nestled in the heart of Sandestin Beach and Golf Resort. So basically this is a small little beach town located right along the Choctawhatchee Bay with a bunch of restaurants, shops, bars. They got zip lining for the kids. They got an arcade. So it is basically built for all ages, entire family to come and enjoy and have a beautiful time. They've got street performances, they've got live music. It is one of the greatest unknown secrets here along the Emerald Coast that you can go and have 4 or 5 hours and kind of walk around and really take in what some of the area has to offer and some of the unique shops and shopping and food and drinks. It is just an all-around great experience for family. So the Baytown Wharf is home to over 15 different restaurants, one of them being Hammerheads. Located right on the bay, you got beautiful views of the water, you got inside dining, outside, steaks, seafood, southern cuisine. It's one of the nicest, most sophisticated restaurants in the Baytown Wharf. Rum Runners is another great restaurant located here in the Baytown Wharf. So they have seafood, jerk chicken, known for their conch fritters. It is a great restaurant to go and enjoy a more relaxed atmosphere while you're here enjoying the Baytown Wharf. For all you non-seafood eaters, Roberto's Pizzeria, located in the Baytown Wharf, is a great option. So if you've got kids with you and they don't like seafood, they don't like this, they're very picky like my kid, and they only will eat cheese pizza, Roberto's is the spot for you while you're visiting the Baytown Wharf. The second lesser known activity to take in here along the beautiful Emerald Coast is the Air Force Armament Museum. Located between the VPS Airport and Shalimar, Florida, right near the entrance to Eglin Air Force Base. This is an awesome museum. We got C-130s, we got B-17 Flying Fortress, and the iconic SR-71 Blackbird. There is a ton of incredible aircrafts and exhibits to take in. Here's your insider tip. Don't forget to check the museum's website for potential aircraft demonstrations, lectures, and don't forget to grab your favorite souvenir from the awesome gift shop located at the museum. The third most underrated thing here along the Emerald Coast to take in is the Destin Fishing and History Museum. Located in the heart of Destin, right near McGuire's Irish Pub, the Destin Fishing and History Museum has an awesome display of old fishing gear, old fishing photos. Is like taking a step back into time. They've got old fishing rods and fishing gear. They've got old pictures dating back until some of the first settlers came here along the beautiful Emerald Coast and turned this into one of the greatest fishing villages in the entire world. Insider tip, take one of the guided tours while you're at the Destin Fishing and History Museum, because these guides, they know some of the real life stories from some of the people. Some of the original fishing families in Destin are still here fishing in our fleet today. So some of these people are rich in their history and their knowledge of our local fishing industry. The fourth most underrated thing to visit here along the Emerald Coast is the Underwater Museum of Art, otherwise known as UMA. UMA! This is located a little bit less than a mile off of Drayton Beach at about 58 feet depth of water. It is actually a sculpture museum underwater. This is one of Time Magazine's greatest places in the world. The fifth most underrated thing to do along the Emerald Coast, and I'm not even sure that this should have made the list, quite frankly, but it's a banana boat ride in the Miramar Beach area. So what this is it's an inflatable banana boat that you can jump on with 4 or 5 little kids can jump on there and go for a ride, hitting the waves of the beautiful Emerald Coast, towed behind possibly a boat or a sea-doo. It is probably one of the most stupid things I've ever seen somebody actually do and put on my list here for me to read. I should have proofed it more than just 12 hours prior too, because if I would have known the banana boat ride was on here, I would have scratched it. We would have only done the 6 best things to do, because this should not be on the list.
Because you don't know about it? That's why you're saying that.
Although you're right, I'm taking into consideration, would I get on a banana boat in another city and maybe do this with my daughter if she wanted to do it? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I had to change my mindset. The sixth most underrated thing to do here along the beautiful Emerald Coast is Wild Willie's Adventure Zone. Located on Okaloosa Island, they've got go-karts, they've got video games, they've got rope climbing courses, they've got 3D reality. So they have a ton of different things for you and the family to get involved with. If you're having a day, you got too sunburnt the day before at the beach and you kind of want to stay out of the sun a little bit, this is a great thing off the beaten path that a lot of the tourists don't know about. One of the insider tips that we like to recommend is make sure you check the height and age requirements for some of these rides and make sure that your little ones aren't too little to take in all that this awesome adventure zone has to offer. The seventh most underrated thing to do here along the beautiful Emerald Coast is sandcastle lessons on 30A. Have you ever wanted to be a sandcastle king and build the greatest sandcastle ever? Well, guess what? Now you can, because now you can go and get lessons from some of the area's top sandcastle builders, and they will turn you into a sand sculpting king. Insider tip here for sandcastle sculpting along the 30A is make sure you wear plenty of sunscreen and plan for 3 or 4 hours. This isn't like a 30-minute thing. You're gonna spend a lot of time and energy out here in the sun on the beach, so make sure you're wearing your sunscreen. Beyond the popular tourist spots and traps, if you will, are these 7 most underrated things to do here along the Emerald Coast. Now, does this cover all of them? No, but these are just 7 that we came up with. Stay tuned for more videos in our series where we will uncover all of the ins and outs of visiting and moving to the beautiful Emerald Coast of Florida. So please hit the like and subscribe button down below and the bell button, pound that bell, if you think that this video could help you or anyone you know who's relocating or visiting the beautiful Emerald Coast. We're here to provide all the insider tips and tricks to help you have a beautiful time whether you're relocating or just visiting the beautiful Emerald Coast of Florida.